Oh, I guess I gotta shut this down. Oh, wait. Trying to get myself organized. I haven't done a live in a while. So hello, if you come on in, I put in the chat, come in, say hello, and introduce yourselves. So I have my iPad sitting in front of me. Hello, Tony. That's okay. It took me forever to get ready. It was a busy morning. I tried to do all of my normal morning routines when John's not home. Well, my normal routines for the most part. And don't forget to hit the like button. I'm hitting the like button for myself. So I had to make my little thing for my thumbnail. And then I can never print it from my phone, so I have to go and download it to my laptop from Canva, because otherwise, this is what it looks like. I'm like, really? I can never get it to be the right size. It ends up being too big. So I'm like, what a joke. It's too big, so I always end up having to go and do everything on my laptop. For whatever reason, on my phone, it never prints properly. I don't understand why. So it's another beautiful autumn day here. No rain, blue skies, puffy white clouds. I think it's like high 50s, maybe low 60s. I'm in shorts, but I'm usually always in shorts unless it's like 40s. It's supposed to be cold by you, isn't it? I saw, well, I think up in the higher elevations it's supposed to be snowing by you, I think. So I organized my desk here. I went pillaging through all of my stuff. Let me move this out of the way. And I took out what I knew I needed, and I decided I'm gonna go with this window. I'm going with this dude. I decided on him. He's got a big mustache. I think he would be about the right age. I didn't want a really old dude. I figured I wanted a younger to middle-aged guy. So I went with him. And I'm going with this window instead. I didn't particularly care for the other window because the middle bars were too fat, and then you couldn't see his face. And I really didn't feel like sitting there sanding all of those pieces out. So I had two different window frame sets. So I opened up the other window frame set that I had. So I said, I'm gonna go with this one. It fits. Let me lift you up a little bit more here. And so it fits, but don't forget, I'm gonna have this lifted out. So it would be like out here, if you could see that. So it would be lifted. I'm gonna use probably wood cubes. But don't forget, he's gonna look different. And I'm gonna rough this all up, and this isn't gonna be this color. I'm going to make this look like metal bars somehow. But, so I think we're gonna work on this too today. So I don't know, we'll see. I know I want to get this done. I found 2 labels that I liked. So everything I've been finding, I've been putting into my Dollar Tree little case caboodle thing, because I have all the caboodles from the Dollar Tree. Now, these I was thinking about making into carpets, possibly, for the floor. So I can't really bend this. So I was thinking about possibly using one of these patterns, possibly. The problem is they're very short. They're only one tiny little piece. If not that, I found, let me get it. It's behind me. Now, what did I do with it? Oh, wait, what did I do with it? Nope, here it is. I have, where to go? I have this. I don't know if this really looks like carpeting though. Nah, I think it's too dark. I have these. These were Tim Holtz. I have those. Now these are Tim Holtz like paper. Trying to look here. What else do I have here? I had those. I don't know. That might be it. I mean, I liked these because they were fabric. Nah, not for carpeting. I don't think that's gonna go. I think I'm gonna have to stick with this. I don't think the paper's gonna work. I mean, could I use mummy cloth? I don't think I could use mummy cloth. This stinks, I have no nails. I can't do anything. See, I like these patterns better. See, now this one is longer, this green one. So maybe I could use that. What do you think? Do you think that would go? That's the only one that's long. Let's look at this set. Oops. Let go. Oh, he doesn't have real long ones on here. They're all small. I don't think this one's gonna work. I think I gotta go with that one. I think that's the winner. I think I'm going with this. Better put my glasses on. What do you think, Tony? Think I could use that as the carpeting? Or, no, I don't think I would be able to, I'd have to take out my, my Big Shot machine. I think I have round die cuts. I can make a round carpet, I think. Do you think I'm better off carpeting the whole thing? Or do you think I'm better off doing like a round carpet and then just leaving parts of the gray? Or is that too much gray because I have the whole background and sides gray? And then I'll have all of this in this color. Because I really don't want the whole thing gray. The round one sounds cool. Okay. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Do you think I should keep the walls gray? Like, do you think I should keep the walls in that pattern? Like the fabric? Do you think I should keep that color? Or do you think I should do something with the walls? Because I actually thought about putting in windows because I have round, but then I'd have to cut. Let me see if I can find it. And if you see my arm, I apologize. I had blood work done yesterday. And she warned me. She goes, "You're going to have a black and blue. I apologize." And I'm like, "It's okay. I'm used to it." I have these round ones. And they do fit. I thought about putting in these round windows, but they're kind of big. Do you think that would be too much? Because the other windows are too big. Because I felt like maybe I could break something up and then put like either a vellum or some kind of clear plastic, or, you know, something like underneath it to look through, and then I would cut this out and then do that on both sides, maybe, because I have two of them. Okay. Let me get it out here. Because I'm like, I have all these things and I never use them. I'm like, I'd like to use them. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a round carpet. We're going to do round windows. So we've got a theme here. Oh, okay, let's see here. So we're going to pull these out. Let me put this in my little thing so I know what I'm doing here. All right. So then we'll make a little round carpet. This kind of needs to be glued here. Let me get some glue, because this is coming up. So how is everybody? I think it's only you and me again. I only see one person in here. I know this is not a good time because everybody's at work, but this is really the only time I have to go live, so. I said, what the heck? I said, let's go live. I said, because if I can get everything organized, I said, I never get to do a live. I said, so let me try and do a live, maybe. Okay. All right, so at least I have an idea for that. Let me put this over here. So let me put that back in there, because the die cutting stuff I'm probably going to have to do off camera. We'll do the labels. Let me get the labels, because I threw them in here. And I also have this picture frame that I had. So I think what I might do is I might heat emboss the frame, and I might find a picture of maybe an older woman or a younger woman. It could be either his girlfriend or his mother. And I might put that on here. What am I doing? This way. And have that hang on the wall, like right here. And then, so we'll have a picture there. Because I thought that might be nice. Because I had that in my stash. And then I have the bubbles are in here, so we're gonna dye those today. So I don't know if I'm gonna, and I did check the size, they will fit. I pulled out all the small little, the tiny, tiny little bubbles. So I do have all my alcohol inks over there. I am gonna try and see if I can get some green color onto here. We're gonna do that today. So we're gonna put that off to the side. Put this away. Let me find. Here they are. Here's these. We're gonna see if we can get some alcohol ink onto that. I got one of these really cool coins in the mail. I don't know if I can use it, but I thought maybe. I threw it in there. Let's take this out. And I still have these wood pieces, like the clock and the key. I don't know if we're going to use that or not, but I threw it in here just to be on the safe side. Put this back in here. Mister, we're putting you back in here because I don't want to lose you. Okay. Okay, let's get my alcohol inks. I don't know what colors we're gonna use, but we're pulling them out. Okay. These were the smallest ones I was able to find. And I put them around and they did fit, so. And of course I've got hair on them. Yes, I do like it. I like it. Yeah, I think the round ones look pretty cool. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually doing halfway decent today. I'm not doing too bad. I think it's because I had a halfway decent sleep too last night. Oh. I think I'm gonna do green. I think we're gonna do some green. Let me get this one. I think we're gonna do forest moss. Took me a minute to try and figure out how to get this to go horizontally. It kept saying, you have to change it in advanced settings. I'm like, what do I have to change and where am I going? And then I saw advanced settings and I'm like, oh, here I have to go. I'm like, oh, geez, why does this have to be so complicated? But I did see where you can bring other people in when you go live. It tells you that you can bring somebody in to go live with you. So if you and I want to do a live together, we can bring each other in. Now, do I want to use glossy accents maybe for my glue? Should I try? I guess I could try. I know I need my glasses for this. Okay. Well, this one I know I definitely want on, and I'm probably going to need a pin for this. I have not used this in a very, very long time. Okay, let's see if this works. I may have to cut this. I have not used this in a very long time. Wow. We may not be using it. I have a full bottle of this too. That would be pretty sad if I can't use this. Oh, wait, no, it's coming. I think it's coming. Nope, it's coming. Whew. I was gonna say, no, I got a whole bottle. Of course, it's got fur on it. And the other reason why I wanted to go live today is Noah had to go with his papa to get his eyes checked at the clinic at his job. Oh, good. So maybe, well, John's got to get, he's got to have surgery next week. I don't know what's going to go on with him on his mouth. So he's going to have all his teeth removed next week. So I have no idea if he's going to even go to work next week. I have no idea. Oh, cool. Now, do I want to have this kind of on the side? I think I'm going to do this on the side because I have the goo kind of. I don't want everything matchy-matchy here. I tend to do everything matchy-matchy. All right, let's see here. That does work pretty good. Hopefully. You know what we should do, Tony? I don't know. What's the day? What's the Monday? Oh, of course they're gonna come do the lawn now. It's gonna get loud for a minute. Hold on. They're doing the leaves. It's crooked. We should do our master boards live. Ooh, this works really well, these glossy accent. Holy cow. Maybe I should switch to glossy accents instead of instead of 3-in-1 glow. Does it work on fabric? Wow, that worked really well. Holy cow. Okay. I've had this stuff for so long and I always forget to use it. I even had a little jar. It came with something and I like never used it. All right. And I figured I would go green with these. You like that idea? Okay. I'm thinking maybe we should do that. I mean, John's home, but he doesn't really care. Most of the time he's sleeping anyway. You know what? Maybe I should pull this over here. Let's pull this way. This is not easy to work with. Plus then we get to see what each other's working on too. Especially because it's October. My eyes are really getting bad. Holy cow. It's fun getting old. Plus, I get to grunge this up a little bit here. I get to take some of the paper off as I'm doing this. Oh, I like that. Oh, did you get to look at that that video I sent you with all the paper, the holiday paper from Michael's? I like that streamline paper that Michael's came out with. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. That's different. I mean, I don't like all that pastel stuff, but that snowflake paper I thought was really cool. I thought that was amazing. All right. I think we're only going to take maybe 1, 2. Need Noah's hair out of there. We'll do 1, 2. No, don't fall. Take that. We'll take a little bit of lettuce. Do lettuce. We'll see what that color gives me. We'll Oh, that's a good color. We'll do lettuce. We'll do a little bit, we'll see what ginger. Ginger might be too dark, but we'll try it. popping out. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. Let's do a little bit of latte. Holy cow, is this hard to open. Oh, wait, here's another one. Now let's add a little bit more green. Okay, I like that look. So we got a greeny brown. Okay. Now I'm going to use this. I'm going to let them sit for a minute. I'm going to put this on. Hopefully you could see this. I'm putting this on the labels. I'm going to put this on the edges of where I put the texture paste. I have brighter colors, but I'm thinking I might use a regular paint, like a green paint for that too. And now I'm gonna pull, let me close this up. I don't want there to be an issue with this. Thinking maybe I should get a pin for this too. Oh, I better put my pin back in here. And if anybody comes in, please say hello. I only see one of us though. I've seen like one person pop in and then like disappear, so. Let me see what this color kind of looks like. Oh, that might work. So I have texture paste on these curtain thingies, whatever you want to call them. I'm thinking what I should do is I should put my mat out. Hold on, let me get my mat. I need my silicone mat. I forgot to put my mat out. This is where I do all my grungy projects. Okay. Alrighty. That's better. Now, can you hear me okay? No, you can't make Christmas stuff now. Well, yeah, because a lot of people don't believe in Halloween. That's why they're doing Christmas. That's why. Because they don't do That's why. That's the only reason why. Because you have a lot of people that are overly religious and they don't believe in Halloween. I worked with a woman and it was so rude. You know, it's one thing if you don't believe in it for religious reasons. That's one thing. I totally respect that. But she would go around when the holiday would come up and when we were working, and I may need to put more on there. And when a customer, well, it was in a credit union, so we used to call them members. So when a member would come up to her and say, "Oh, happy Halloween," she wouldn't say anything back to them. She would ignore them. And she would be like, "Can I help you?" And it's like so rude. It's like, really? It's like, I can't believe you just don't acknowledge anybody. It's like, you could say something at least. It's like, hello. I was like, but she was like that. And she was the cheapest individual I've ever met in my entire life. She was horrible. She really was. And she had more money than God. I was like, she was horrible. She really was. Her and her brother lived together. Neither one of them ever got married. And they lived in their parents' house. When their parents passed, needless to say, they got everything. And, oh, here goes Lena. She wants food. And she worked for the credit union for God knows how many years. And never wanted for anything. I mean, like I said, she quilted, she did stuff like that. And but I'm telling you, she had like no common sense. Literally, she had like no common sense whatsoever. And some days I would be like, the things that would come out of her mouth, I'd be like, really, Linda? I'm like, and when I worked there, she was like in her, God, 50s, 60s. Yeah, she was in her 60s. And this was, God, what? Back in 2008, 2009. I was there for like 7, 8 years. And I know she ended up retiring there. But yeah, she was so rude to people. And I was her head teller at the time. I was the head teller when I worked there. And I would go to my boss and he's like, "Well, what am I supposed to do, Leslie? Fire her? If she's not doing her job properly, yeah, fire her." I don't care how long she's been here. So in other words, you just, don't care that, she's abusive and verbally doesn't care about your customers. It's like, okay. All right. Well, I see how you care about your people. All right, whatever. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun 8 years. But yeah, that's when I learned about the whole religious thing. And that's when I learned how to be, that's when I learned how to become a pagan. The one girl that I worked with, she was pagan. And that's where I learned. Lena, come here. So yeah. Okay. All right. So I need a cloth. What did I do with that cloth? Here it is. Because I don't want it all to be real dark. Don't know how much I can get off, but we're gonna see. I wonder if I could do this. Where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. What's that? Oh, that's glue. Oh no, that's from this stuff. If you're just coming in, say hello. Let us know who you are. Tony's just working on her projects, and I'm just trying to grunge up my curtains here for my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde project that I'm working on here. So right now I'm working with alcohol inks, and I have distress paste and texture paste on the curtains. And I think that's pretty good. I think that looks nice and grungy. I think that works well. And then I have my little table that I made from clay, and I put the bottles on, and I have my little Tim Holtz bubbles in here, which I think we're gonna try and get them in here right now. Oh, Lena. Well, give me 1 minute before Lena starts meowing again. I have to get her food. I'll be right back. Come here. Come here, deaf cat. Come here. Come here, come here. Yeah, meow. Look at that. Let's trick it out. Oh, that was easy. All I had to give her was milk. Okay. All right, let's try and do some bubbles. I don't know, do I like the color of these bubbles? I kind of wish they were greener. Let me try more. I have let me go in my room. I have pastel. Let me see if the pastel green. I have these other colors. Now, I have pistachio. I think these are blue. That's the only other one. I have the mixative pearl. I'm not going to try all of them. Let's just try one. Let's see how that looks. I'll lift you back up again a little bit. Let's move this off to the side because I like the way this looks. I have no idea what color this is going to be. It could be Christmas green for all I know. But we're going to try. Or blue. And of course it goes flying on the floor. Here it is. Come back here. I don't know, I'm not getting the depth of color. I have the pearls too, but I don't think like his pearls. Yeah, I know. And usually that's what happens. Anything I drop, I don't even bother looking anymore. Especially I have hardwood floors. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking. I don't know. I guess nobody wants to talk to us. They pop in and then they disappear, Tony. I just don't feel like I'm getting the color that I'm looking for. What if I try? Hey, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna try. I have the pearl mixative. I'm gonna try the pearl mixative. I just, at this point, I just don't know. Really don't think that's gonna do much, but. Hello, hello. If you're coming on in, say hello. Right now I'm working with alcohol inks. I'm trying to get the right color for my bubble so I can get this into my jars here, and I'm not having any luck here. I'm hoping by adding this pearl mixative, I might actually get the right color that I'm looking for here. And right now I'm mixing lettuce and pistachio, and that might be the right color. That might be it. Let that soak. Maybe I'm not letting it soak either long enough. Let that soak. And they're doing the leaves, so I apologize. It's going to be a little loud. Everybody say hello. Oh, go away. I don't want that. Yeah, that might work. Let me put these in here. That might work. That might be a little bit better. And if you're just coming in, what I did was, if you haven't seen the video where I talked about this, I made this table out of clay, and I added these little bottles, and I'm using Tim Holtz labels, and I had these bottles that I had purchased a long time out from Amazon. They're tiny little bottles, and I used Tim Holtz's Distress Grip Paste Encrypt. And what I did was I distressed the bottles to make them look all grimy. And then when I started doing the bubbles in the lettuce and a couple of the different colors, I was doing like caramel, ginger, and latte, and mushroom. Those are the colors I was starting to use. I was using my little Q-tip, and I was actually putting those colors onto the grit paste and also onto the labels, because I wanted the labels to look kind of grungy. And what I might do is I might add a little bit of acrylic paint onto these areas here, which I think might work. Not sure. Let me try this pistachio here. I just want to see something. I just added it onto the tip here. I just want to see if it gives me the color. Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit brighter. Yeah, it's definitely brighter. Yeah, pistachio is definitely better. At least for the label. But not for the grip paste. Okay. Yeah, the bubbles are a little bit better. Yeah, let them sit. I'm going to add a little bit more to this, now that this has got the pistachio in it. Is it time to rip apart Mr. Hyde? So our oven is going to be coming next Wednesday. I'm very excited, you have no idea. So we're still gonna get a refrigerator, but we have to get a really tiny one. It's gotta be like 28 inches, so it's gotta be real small because the space is so small. But it's gonna look so stupid because we have their old fan, and it's like that nasty beige color. I don't know what color you would even call it. That's staying. And that, because it's going to be flat, because the knobs are in the front, they're not in the back, so it doesn't come up. It's completely flat. And the knobs are in the front now for the stove. And because it's an induction stove. And so I'm like, it's gonna look so stupid. I said to John, I said, can I get like those peel and stick type tiles and like put it on there? He goes, isn't that, he says, I don't think that's gonna stick to there. I'm like, I don't care, it's gonna look so stupid. All right. I'm putting some here. Kind of want it to look green here. Okie dokie. All right. All right, let me roll these out here. They're all out, they're all out. Let them dry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's better for color, definitely, I think. That's a better green color, I think. Much better. I think that'll work much better. I think I could use the heat tool on that. What do you think? Well, I can't have them come in until after John has his surgery. So after the stove is put in, because he's going to have his surgery done Monday. So I'm hoping it won't be next week, it'll be the week after that I'll let them know and have them come in to do the floor. Because what's going to happen is they're going to have to probably rip the floor apart, and that's going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm hoping it's only going to be just that one section, but it depends on what they're going to find. If they find something that's really bad under there, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue. So I guess we'll find out. I have no idea. I have no clue. Now, can I use glossy accent for this? I know most of the people in will it hold quick enough? It says drying time will depend on amount of product applied. Well, I know one thing. I wanted to put stuff inside because I want it to look like there's liquid inside. So I'm going to put liquid in there. And I want it to just lay inside. So we're going to do that. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. Ooh, I like the way that looks. Where it's spilling out the side. Can you see that? Ooh, I like that a lot. I like that. And then maybe I could put like stickles or something there. Ooh, don't touch that, Leslie. Okay, now, let me get a bead. Where's my thing? Let me get a bead. Oh, no, don't disappear on me. Oh, one fell in the bowl. That's okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do this way. Oh, I put up my my sprays. I put one, the pumpkin ones. I put one in the bathroom. I put one in my bedroom. And now I have the apple one I have in the living room on my bookshelf. Ooh, ooh, that worked pretty well. Can I get that to fall out? This stuff works pretty well. I like this stuff. I did. I didn't do it on camera, but I'm still gonna do it on camera. Because then I came up with the idea of doing a live. Now I'm trying to get this bubble out and I don't think it's gonna come out. I don't know how I want this. Okay, I gotta sit here for a minute. I gotta have this. I have to hold this. It sticks. This stuff is really good, Tony. Do you have this stuff? It actually holds fairly well. Now I know why the Tim Holtz girls, people use this stuff. It does work. Look at that. Can you see that? now it was working pretty. Yeah, right now it's sticking to my thing. You got to get it where it gets tacky enough. And it'll stay. Like right now I'm going to have it lay to one side, I think. So let me put this in camera here. Because I want it to sit on one side. Just like there. Right there. I'm going to sit there. No, don't stick to my finger. You got to come out there. Do I have? No, I don't have any more in there. Might be good enough. I'm gonna let that sit. I like it because I like the way you can even make it look. See how it looks like it drips off and it stays and it like it when it's dripping off the furniture. I think that's amazing. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. All right, I think I'm good with that. I don't think I need any more bubbles. I think I'm good with bubbles. So I think I'll put those away. I think I'm good. I think I might be done with that. So I think I'm going to leave this off to dry. So I think we might be good with the alcohol inks. Do I need them for anything else that I can think of? I don't think so. Oh, I'm gonna need, I don't need this color. I definitely don't need this color. I know I don't need cranberry. I don't think I need purple. I might need latte. I'm gonna keep all these and the green and the mushroom. I'll keep those out. Only because I'm gonna have to rip apart Mr. Hyde. So let those dry. Okay. Should we work on I have to tell you, I'm afraid to work on Mr. Hyde. I don't want to mess him up. I keep contemplating. All right. Should I work on the frame maybe? Now, the way I did this with the other one, I started using one of those. See if I can find it. I have one of these little need my glasses. And I was trying to put some chips and because God knows when you buy these little, they're supposed to be good for cutting out all the little bits and pieces for the paper, and they're horrible. So I found a use for them, doing stuff like this, or roughing up the edges on your papers and stuff like that. So I figured I could put like divots and stuff like that in here. So if you're just coming in, say hello. We are working on my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde project that I am just starting to undertake. I am just letting this dry. This is my table. I used some glossy accents and I have the bubbles, and the jars are starting to dry right now. So that's what we worked on. And I also was working on grunging up the curtains. So right now I'm working on what is going to be the window into his cell. So I'm trying to kind of grunge this up. I mean, I don't want to take all the color off, but I mean, I could always add the color back on. I'm not worried about that. Why do I feel like I'm so close to you guys? There you go. And then I figured I would take probably acrylic paint, maybe. Because this is shiny. Because I want to dull it down too. This is probably what the Tim Holtz people do when they're doing all their projects for him, because you see how grungy their projects are. You can't tell me that that's not what they do with their projects, because you don't really, I mean, there's very few people that actually show you what they do, you know, when they're doing their projects. All right, let's clean this puppy up. What time is it? 3 o'clock. I'm just gonna keep going, and if people come in, that's great. I'm just gonna, you know, while I'm working on it, I'm just gonna stay live. So I'll probably be on till probably about 5 o'clock Eastern, and we'll just continue on working on this, because that's how long I plan on working on this. So, all right, we're gonna do those windows too. I might as well do the windows too, because I want to grunge up the windows too a little bit. Actually, do I want to grunge up the windows? Because the windows are inside the laboratory. So I'm gonna leave the windows alone. I don't want to grunge those up. Now the picture frame. There's something on this, and I don't know what it is. Oh, there we go. I got it off. I want to emboss this. I gotta go find embossing powder. Yeah, I know, right? I can't imagine how long it takes them to do the stuff that they do, and how early they start. It amazes me. I have a playlist. It's private. If you ever want to see some of the older projects, Tony, let me know and I can send you my playlist. I have, it may only be one or two, but I have like a Halloween playlist of some of the old Ideology Tim Holtz projects, because I saved them because there were some pieces on there that I really, really liked, and that was why I saved them, because I like them for ideas. Oh, I just thought of something. I want to try something. I want to try alcohol inks. You can't see any of this, can you? This whole live thing, why can't you see anything? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, this is gonna work. I won't be able to put it on directly, but I could put it into here and do it from here. Well, I'm definitely gonna go through, I can see I'm gonna go through Q-tips. I'm gonna have to go get Q-tips. What do you think? You think the green, I'm gonna mix it, of course. I'm just doing this as like the first layer. And then I'm gonna mix it with the brown, of course. I'm gonna use the mushroom because that's, I think, gonna be, let's try mushroom. Let's try mushroom and latte. Let's mix these two. I can't believe nobody's like interested in this. That they would come in and like disappear. You would think people would be interested in this. And plus it cleans the glass. It takes the stuff right off the glass. Because you can keep layering, I think, like the colors, I think would keep layering too. I wonder what the distress oxide sprays would look like on here. Right? You know what that means, Tony? I'm gonna have to go get them. I don't know. Maybe people don't like my voice. I have no idea. I really wonder sometimes. I really do. All right, I'm going to run into the bedroom. I'm going to grab a couple of distress oxides. Plus, I'm going to get some of the embossing powders. I don't have many. So I'm going to see what colors I have. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm learning myself because I've never done a lot of this stuff. So I'm just playing around. Oops, I need Q-tips. I may have given them to somebody, to be honest with you. Well, I pulled these out. I had embossing powders. I think I only had a couple. I may have given them to somebody because I never used them. Or they're someplace that I moved them, but I would have had them in the drawer with my mixed media stuff, and they're not there. So, can I put Distress on there? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty the way it is, so. So I have Decayed, I pulled. I have the Antique Bronze. I pulled out the Walnut Stain Oxide. And I pulled out the Brushed Pewter. Now, these are all the cubes that I have. Now, I also have from the Dollar Tree, I should go look for them. I have the Jenga pieces. I don't know if they'll have the right size, but these look like they may fit. I know they definitely fit that size, because that's what I'm thinking to do. Real quick, let me go see if I have those Jenga pieces. Oh, quiet. This is one way I can actually get to use this stuff, maybe. Stuff is collecting dust. Because these might be thinner. Talk about dust. Holy cow. All right, let's see here. Ooh, these might be really good. These might be better than these. Let's see. Let me close this box before I drop everything on the floor, because I know that's what I will do. Let's put this back in here. Okay. Go over here. So we can do either that way, because I think that'll fit. The only thing is, I then would have to, would one of these fit? I don't know if they're the same size though. I don't think they're the same size. No, they're not. Fudge. I'd have to cut. See, and then that one's too big. See, this one is a little bit big, but I can camouflage that. But if I go this way, that fits perfectly. But still, if I do that way, I think I might go with the Jenga pieces. And I may have to cut them. Tony, what do you think? You think the Jenga? Or do you think the cubes? Can you even see this? Yes, you can. I'm trying to look at my I'm trying to look at myself on the that's hopefully that you can see it on my iPad. Yeah. I think I'm better off with the Jenga pieces. And I'll just have to use my knife. Actually, my husband might have he might have a little saw. Where's my pencil? Oh. So I gotta cut it here. And I gotta cut it here. Okay. So far so good. Oops, I hit my hand, sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if John can help me cut them. I'm sure I can cut them myself. I think we have something that I can cut them. And then I need a tiny little piece for there. You want to talk tiny? Holy cow. So right about there. Okay. So these are good. These are the pieces that need to be cut. Right, that didn't need to be cut. So those are the only pieces that need to be cut. Okay. Wow, I actually got to use Jenga pieces. Holy cow, I bought 2 boxes that time because I'm like, how come everybody finds all these Jenga pieces? I never find these Jenga pieces. And when I found them, I bought 2 boxes. I haven't used them yet. I'm like, everybody buys these Jenga pieces. And it was like, I never find them. I finally found them. Okay. So we'll have to see about doing that. So what I might do is I'll have, after I cut them, I will paint them. All right. So I'll have to put these away. I'm gonna have to find a container for these now. I don't know. I have plenty of empty containers, so with all the cleaning I've done, I have plenty of containers now. All right. So these go there. So let me put these all in here so I know where they belong. Okay. These stick in here. All right, so let's go back to this. So I have, like I said, I have bronze, I have the brushed pewter, I have decayed, and I have walnut stain. And let's take out some Q-tips. Okay. I just want to see what kind of colors I can get here. I'm going to use this. I may not get anything, but we're going to try. Doesn't seem like I'm getting much of anything. It looks like it's kind of just, I'm just experimenting here, so just bear with me. Because this is a mica stain, so, or a mica spray. So I think the micas are basically just gonna lay. Let's try the oxide. I'm putting it on the side of the glass here. Because I want there to be some brown, because it is kind of, I want there to be some brown and I want there to be some silver, and that's why I got the pewter out. If I have to distress it a little bit more, I will. And another thing I was thinking about doing, I don't know, I might do it where the door opens. Don't quote me on that though. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I want to put where I can hinge it. Stay there, glass. Yeah, see, the silver's not going to work. I don't think I have. Do I have weathered wood in a spray stain? I don't think I do. That probably. I have white. Does it look all right? It doesn't look. I can't remember. Did I do decayed? What time is it? Well, it's only 3:30. We got plenty of time. That's kind of still that green color. I'm putting decayed on. I really don't know if. These glasses came in handy. John bought tiramisu from Costco, and they come in these glass containers. I'm like, oh God. I said, what am I going to do with all these glass containers again? I'm like, ooh, these are perfect. I could use these for when I'm doing projects, and then I don't have to worry about them because I can throw them out. All right, I'm gonna try to put these back over here. preheat the tool. There you go. So at least while I'm doing this, you're getting your stuff done. I'm hoping after this I can maybe I'll do hopefully maybe I can do a daily. Oh, it's working. Wonder if I put I'm kind of liking the way that looks though. I was gonna say, what if I put crackle paste on it? I don't even think I need to put crackle paste because the way that I did, I don't know if you can see that with the light, the way I did it with the knife, how I took some of the backing, the shiny stuff off, and then how I have the lines and stuff in there. And now you have the bronze, you have the decayed, you have a couple of different layers, unless maybe if I put some, I have black texture paste and then I have the crypt texture paste. Unless I put some texture paste on the inside, maybe in between the panes of glass, maybe. Maybe that would look pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe yes. My crypt is getting a little dry. Even though I covered it, it's still getting dry. It's like if you don't use this stuff like right away, it's like forget it. Alright, let's try and see if I can do this here. Maybe I'm better off doing it here. Eh. My hands don't work very well, guys. I'm trying to work with this. Taking this out of the cap. I need that to stay. Stay. I'm trying to use a mixture of the both because the gray is so dry. I apologize if I'm quiet. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Well, I have to tell you, this mixes really well. So if you ever want to mix the pastes, it really mixes really, really well. So if you want to mix your Crip paste, I wonder what this would do if you mixed Crackle with it. Huh, I wonder. Should I try it? What the heck? I'm experimenting. I feel like Dr. Jekyll in his laboratory. Let's see what happens. Nothing may happen. You never know. We might get something pretty cool. Okay, so we have a really gray color here. So I'm going to put it on the sides. So let's see if anything happens at all. I'm going to put a real, I guess, thin layer. Oh, cool, that's starting to dry already. That's awesome. Okay. Let's do this on this side. If this turns out really cool and it crackles, I think I'll be amazed. I don't know with crackle, do you have to put a lot on? I've never worked with crackle before. Does it tell you? Apply paste to surface with a palette knife and allow to dry. To colorize, wet. Tint wet paste by mixing in paint or re-inker using a palette knife. To colorize, dry. Color paste with ink, stain, paint, color, or crayon and blend with water. To clean paste. Oh, it doesn't really say, but it says you can colorize it. Well, we have gray. All right, we're gonna try something. We're gonna put this down. I want to use this stuff because it is so, it's so dry. Put that down. Gonna add a little bit of black. But we're gonna get a lot more because I'm adding more to it. So we're gonna mix this together. No, it's not really changing the color too much. No, it's just making it a dirty gray. Oh well. All right. I'll probably leave it down. Let's leave it down. I really can't believe, like, nobody's, I've seen people pop in and pop out, but nobody says hello. The most I've seen 4 people pop in. I've had the most is like 4 people. I guess people don't. I guess people don't like experimentation. I like really want to build up the corners, like really grimy. And then I'm thinking I could probably paint or do that stuff again over it. I do still see some. I still see some shine. So I think that might be good. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. The birds are happy with my bird food. I hear them. Okie dokie, no problem. I may be getting off soon because I think I might try to let all of this. Hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. No, actually what I used was, you know how you have these little pens that you get from Temu with you're supposed to be able to cut the paper and stuff from? This is actually what I did. I used this and I went through and kind of cut around it and just kept going up and down and taking some of the shine off of it and made some of the paper come off of it, so I got actually down to the cardboard. And there was still some shine on it, so, but I did not use sandpaper or anything like that. I just used this little pen that you get from Temu. That's basically all I did. That's what I've been using. And I've used multiple things of medium for right now. And I used the grip paste in Crypt. I used the black opaque texture paste. and I used the crackle paste. And I mixed all of them together, and that's what I am curious to see what's going to happen. So, yeah, I don't use it on paper, so I said, you know what? Let's use it for something, because I have a whole bunch of these, and I never use them. And you're really not going to hurt yourself. So I figured that was probably a good use for it. And then what I did was I used my alcohol inks for the first layer, and I kind of liked the way it looked. And then I used some of my oxides, and then I really wanted to grunge it up. So that's when I went to the texture paste and the crackle paint, and that's how I got to this level. But then I want to see what it's going to come out looking like once it's dry, because I really want it to be grungy. Because once I put his picture behind it, after I cut apart his picture, and I show the one half being normal and his other half being a monster, and once I build up the picture with the Jenga pieces that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using Jenga pieces to build up the frame. I don't know if you were here for that, but that's what I'm going to build up the frame for the piece. So that's how that's going to be built up. And then that will go on down here, and that's where his picture will go. And then the table that I made, which is almost completely, it's pretty much almost completely dry. We worked on this earlier. I put the labels on, and then I used glossy accents, and we dyed the bubbles with lettuce and pistachio and a couple of like ginger, the caramel, the latte, and the mushroom to get this color. And then I laid down the glossy accents to look like liquid was dripping out of the bottles. And of course, like I had said before, I had made this table out of clay. So the other thing we did is I have these curtains, and I added crypt paste to these at one point, and I added a little bit of the coloring from the inks to this, because I'm going to be putting that in the top part here. Is going to be going somewhere in here. I think I'm going to be putting it actually up higher. I think it's going to be going up here, if you can see that. That's where this is going to go. And that's like the laboratory. So that's where we are as of right now. And I just have to get, I think, a little help with getting the Jenga pieces cut down. So, so I think we're gonna end here, because I need to get this to dry. And so I want to thank everybody who has stopped in, and I will say thank you for stopping in. And I will see you all next time, and I can't wait to work on a little bit more of this project. And I have to work on more of my alphabet series. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. And hopefully I will do another live before the end of the month. Tony and I are thinking about doing a live for our master board series that we are collaborating on. So that would be on the last Monday of the month. So Thank you for joining me. Thank you. You too. I appreciate you stopping in and especially for talking, because I've had a bunch of people come in, but they don't say hello and they don't chat. So I appreciate you saying hello. So you enjoy the rest of your day, and you too have a fabulous week. I appreciate you saying hi. All right. So take care.